U.S. lawmakers seek suspension of assistance to Pakistan. Before we dive in details, please subscribe to the channel and stay always one step ahead to know all global important events happening around you. Give a thumbs up and share the video with your family and friends. Let's move on with the video. In a letter to U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, 11 members of the U.S. Congress urged the Biden administration to delay future U.S. assistance to Pakistan until the country restores constitutional order and holds free and fair elections. This has not gone unnoticed by the United States. The congressman asked the Department of State to make a legal determination under the Leahy laws and Section 502(b) of the Foreign Aid Act to determine if U.S. origin security aid helped human rights breaches in Pakistan. In the letter, they wrote, "We further request that future security assistance be withheld until Pakistan has moved decisively toward the restoration of constitutional order, including by holding free and fair elections in which all parties are able to participate freely." The letter also mentioned the country's efforts to enhance the blasphemy law, warning Secretary Blinken that the proposed reforms would be utilized to further tighten the noose around smaller religious organizations and minorities. Nearly a dozen members of Congress, including Ilhan Omar, are calling for the restoration of constitutional order and the repeal of blasphemy laws. We are extremely concerned about the passing of the Criminal Law Amendment Bill 2023, which will strengthen the existing blasphemy law, which has historically been used to persecute religious minorities, the lawmakers wrote. They said the bill, which has yet to be signed by the president, was passed in haste despite repeated calls from many lawmakers for a thorough parliamentary procedure. The letter further stated that, on August 16th, 8 days after the measure was passed, a mob desecrated churches and set fire to Christian homes in Jaranwala. It also mentioned reported anti-bill protests, especially those by the Shia community in Gilgit-Baltistan. Religious persecution remains rampant in Pakistan, and we are concerned about future restrictions on freedom of religion and belief should this bill become law, the lawmakers warned. The initiative was spearheaded by Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, a vocal supporter of Muslim rights in the U.S. Congress. Frank Pallone Jr., Joaquin Castro, Summer Lee, Ted W. Lieu, Dina Titus, Lloyd Doggett, and Cori Bush are among the other signatories. The majority of them are members of Congress's Progressive Caucus, which has played a significant role in raising awareness of the Palestinian crisis in Washington and also attends protest meetings and rallies calling for a quick ceasefire in Gaza. The U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom stated in its most recent report on Pakistan that religious minorities were especially vulnerable to prosecution or violence based on blasphemy allegations, and that blasphemy cases remained a significant threat to religious freedom. The previous government in Pakistan was also accused of weaponizing the country's blasphemy laws against former Prime Minister Imran Khan and his cabinet members, according to the study. While recognizing Pakistan's importance as a long-standing ally, the lawmakers also emphasized the importance of addressing issues such as restrictions on freedom of expression, speech and religion, enforced disappearances, military courts, and harassment and arrest of political opponents and human rights defenders. In addition to the continued harassment and arrests, the MPs brought up the cases against PTI head Imran Khan, emphasizing that he might face the death penalty for allegedly breaking the Official Secrets Act. The letter also cited Iman Mazari, a human rights lawyer who was arrested at 3 a.m. after speaking at a rally against enforced disappearances. The letter encouraged the U.S. Embassy in Islamabad to send observers to human rights defenders and political dissidents' hearings and other legal proceedings, notably in high-profile instances involving Ms. Mazari, Khadija Shah, and Mr. Khan. We believe that the United States can play a constructive role in supporting positive change, and it is our hope that our cooperation can contribute to a more just and equitable future for the people of Pakistan, the lawmakers wrote.